to see the scores. They've played a number of games close, and like young teams will do, sometimes they figure out a way to lose it as opposed to a way to win it. They've had a couple of surprising scores. They beat Corden, they beat Mitchell, let you know that they can play against good competition, and we'll see how Paoli matches up with them tonight.
Well, the Rams come in, as I mentioned, looking for win number 15 and hopefully get a little taste of Cooper Spires back into the lineup tonight.
Yeah, that'll be really good to see. Cooper has the knee issue. They're given the go-ahead to come out and test it at least. He'll get a few minutes tonight, and little by little, they'll build him back into the lineup, and it'll be nice to be back at full strength. It wasn't so much fun going to Forest Park being down a couple of guys.
Well, Rams look to bounce back here and keep that winning track going. As we mentioned, also a possible sectional foe as the sectionals changed up and Salem moved into the sectional with the Rams in sectional 46.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice to have them back in the sectional, and it should be a really competitive year this year in sectional play.
Salem comes into tonight's ball game 5-11. They have lost 4 in a row for head coach Jalen Nice, the Salem alum in his second year, 8-32. While for the Rams, they look to have a 3-game winning streak again for the third time this season. Enter the contest 14-2 for head coach Dusty Cole in his 13th season. 209-92 is his career record. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jalen Nice and Dusty Cole Paoli as we continue with the Team OC pregame show. Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. We'll talk with Coach Nice and Coach Cole. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with
electronics and
KFC.
gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Jalen Nice of Salem joins us now. His team at home tonight to take on the Paoli Rams. We'll talk about that matchup in just a few minutes. Coach, if you would, though, for our listeners, kind of fill us in how things have gone for Salem boys high school basketball so far this season.
Yeah, no, definitely an improvement from last year at this point. You know, we got 5 wins, 11 losses on the year. Been in some closer games this year for sure. Had some nice conference wins. Finally picked a couple of those up after not having one for a while for a program. So it is pretty good for those guys to get to experience that. But of our 11 losses, like I told you before, I think we've lost 7 by 10 or less, and kind of been in the game there. So we're a young squad, but like I said, we've been working hard and playing hard here, and been in a lot of games, and wish we could have finished some of those out. Maybe we're having a little bit of different conversation, but I think morale's still pretty good at this point. We got guys who are coming in here and doing their jobs, and just growing up game by game. So overall, so far, a successful year. Obviously, it's not successful unless you continue to win. So hopefully, we're doing the right stuff and changing the culture to where winning's the expectation, not a surprise. So that's kind of where we're heading here, and we're trying to make sure that we expect to win and work to win, and that not make sure we're not surprised when we do.
What do you like about this team, Coach, where you've seen your most growth?
Defensively, we're much better than last year. If it wasn't for some games there where we gave up like 70, and I think we gave up 70 once and 60 a couple times, we're kind of right there for the school record on defensive average. So defensively, I think we're getting a lot better. Offensively, we have games where we score the ball decently, and other games where we still hit some dry spots. But I think recently we're starting to learn how to guard no matter what, right? Guard no matter what. Our turnovers are down in comparison to last year. Those are down by about 5 a game, which is substantial since we have some young guards who are stepping into some new roles here. But overall, I think just learn how to play the game. Our basketball IQ gets better game by game and every practice, and I think we're starting to just put pieces together. I know it's February, and most teams would like to have a legitimate lineup. But I think we're starting to, play our legit 7 to 8, and those guys are starting to figure out what they can and can't do. And we have guys, just getting better with their ball handling and their shooting. We are shooting the ball better this year in comparison to last year. So overall, our numbers are up across the board in every sense of the term. So we're showing gradual improvement. And again, like we had that stretch in December and January where it seemed like we kind of just jumped, and we had a lot of improvement there. So improvement's not always linear. It seems like you have an exponential growth and then you level off there for a while. So hopefully here, these last 6 games or however many games we have left, including sectional, we get to see a little more exponential growth there.
So to ask you, Coach, just a few weeks left, so you can't do a lot of different things, but what specific areas would you like to see this team make improvements and strides in heading into tournament play?
I think scoring the basketball is one. I'd like for us just to just make some better reads at times and to just be confident. I think sometimes with young kids, you miss some shots and you tend to get down a little bit. But I'd like for us just to be a little more level-headed there offensively. But defensively, you can always get better, right? Like there's never been a shutout here, so we're always looking to get better there. And just want us to be consistent because again, we have times where we show up and we can compete with whoever we want to, and then just sometimes the battle of making sure we're doing the right stuff all the time. But again, they're kids, they're young, and overall, I've been pleased with them. But just the battle of consistency has been the main thing for us this year.
A little bit about your team, Coach, offensively, defensively. What do you try and do out on the court?
Yeah, defensively, we just try to take everything away set-wise, right? We're pretty scout-heavy. I'd like to be more of a man team. I think we started out pretty heavy in man, and then we kind of switched to some zone there since we're a little small sometimes with some lineups, but doesn't mean that we don't play hard, right? I just think zone sometimes gives us a better chance to keep the ball in the paint there. But again, like we play some trapping zone. We don't press all that much full court-wise just due to our depth, but we can in spurts there. We're more of a three-quarter court pressing team. But no, we'll get up and get after you there defensively and try to speed you up at times, and we just try to keep you off balance. I think that's the main thing, is try to keep them off balance and show you different looks, kind of like Coach Cole does and has been doing for years. Hopefully we get to that point sometime. And then offensively, it's pace and space. Try to, one of our better players, Romero, he's 6'4", Braxton Dean's 6'3", so we try to ride our horses on the inside and play inside out. We're a much better shooting team when the ball goes inside out. Our guys are just more confident in their footwork that way. So try to space you out and play with some pace. Off misses, we like to try to push it. But then off makes, we want to make sure that we're really good in the half-court execution there. What about your matchup with Paoli tonight? Yeah, like I said, Coach Cole's been there for a while. He was there when I was playing and always had tough teams. He's done a really good job with them. And this year I feel like it's the deepest team ever. I feel like he's got 12 of them who could start for him any night. They're big, they're strong. Again, they switch defenses too, and they're physical with you. And obviously his son Fletcher is one of the best players in Southern Indiana, if not the state. So they pose a pretty interesting matchup for us with their size and the way that they space you out and the things they run. Feels like he's got a set for everything. Feels like he's got a defense for everything. And we're definitely coming off one day of prep here with being sick. It's going to be a good test for us to see how sharp we are and see how we can adjust to their pressure and their physicality. And my goal is that we come out and we're physical too, right? So that's their staples. They come out and they're physical. And I think as a young team, if we can come out and continue to just be confident, be physical, and find the openings because they're there, right? Like I tell them all the time, they can't take away everything from you. You got to take what they give you. So looking forward to seeing how we compete and guard their guys. They've got guys who've been playing varsity for 4 years, 3 years, so they're very experienced. So, like I said, I like our youth and I like our matchup against them. They're a sectional opponent as well, so gives us a look at them before March comes around. Line up for your ball club tonight. So point guard will be starting number 3, Peyton Shockey. 2 guard will be Evan Lloyd, number 11. 3 guard will be Adam Mall, number 1. And then Braxton Dean, number 23 at the 4, and then number 42, Caden Romero-Hembry at the 5 for us tonight. And then off the bench? Jackson Bruff, number 14, is a senior, comes off the bench for us and gives us really good minutes. Number 5, Carson Alvinson, he's our reserve guard, comes in, shoots the ball well for us. Has been one of our better defensive players here recently. And then number 21, Ethan Campbell, split some time on JV, but he'll who's kind of our defensive specialist off the bench there, depending on quarters he has.
I'll ask you, Coach, health-wise, how are you coming in? I know you battled some illness.
Yeah, I felt like we were kind of a walking petri dish there for a while. I think the flu got us down, had me down for a couple days here, but should be on the mend. I think we've got it out of our system and it's passed through, so everyone should be healthy and no physical injuries or anything like that. So just coming off that January, February flu bug, we'll drink plenty of water tonight to stay hydrated.
Coach Nice, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Hey, Coach Jalen Nice of Salem. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Super Burger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Super Burger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Super Burger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Team OC pregame show rolls on with head coach Dusty Cola Paoli joining us now. Rams on the road tonight with a showdown with a possible sectional foe in Salem in a couple of weeks, but we'll see how tonight's game pans out first. All right, Coach, coming in at Tuesday night game, we had a little bit of question. Maybe weather might impact. Fortunately, though, we're going to play.
Yeah, everything ended up being kind of normal for us. We ended up going to school today. We didn't know if we would, and had to wait around until about midday or so, about 11 o'clock or so, and then they made the decision that everything looked good, and we was going to play because we didn't know early because Salem was actually out of school today. So we just had to wait around a little bit, but it looks like it's going to be just a normal Tuesday evening game.
That's what the Rams hope for, keep that schedule intact. All right, Coach, speaking of the schedule, coming off a big win on the road Saturday afternoon at Northeast Du Bois.
Yeah, we had a good effort down there. Our kids played well. Was really pleased with our defensive effort, especially first three quarters. Held them to single digits in the first three quarters, all three of them. Was pretty consistent on the offensive end, and then had a really big third quarter for us, which was kind of nice to see, to just have one of those big runs, one of those big quarters, especially against a good defensive team, like Du Bois. So it was a good effort, and came back, had a good day of practice. You only get one or two now, but we had a good day, and hopefully we can just keep on playing some good ball.
What's your scouting report on the Lions tonight?
Well, they're a dangerous team. It's a lot of the same guys that played last year, but they're back and they're a year older. They're a little bit bigger. They're a little bit stronger, which makes a huge difference for them. And they're playing with a lot more confidence. They beat some good teams already. We've seen the Corden win. They've been pretty competitive in most of their games. So this is a much different team than we played a year ago. It's also just another year under their new coach, so they know the system a little bit better too. So they're a dangerous team on the offensive end. They're going to mix some things up on defense. We've seen a little bit of everything, really. They played some man. They played some 1-2-2. They played a little 2-3. We haven't seen them press a whole lot, pretty much a half-court team. But then we've also seen some box and one, so that would not surprise us early to see that early on, just to try to slow us down and just kind of throw something different at us. But that's something we've worked on as well, so hopefully we can work through that too.
All right, what's the game plan for the Rams to come out with a win here tonight?
Well, we want to play fast still. They're going to play their half-court game a little bit. We want to get up and down. We're going to use our depth. We feel like we are a little deeper than them. They'll play about 6, 7 guys, but we're going to play 8 or 9 or 10, and those guys have been getting some really good minutes, and that's always just a part of our game plan to do that. I think our physicality is still a little bit stronger than them. They have gotten stronger from a year ago, but the overall team strength is probably still just in our favor. But we've got to be able to shoot the ball a little bit from outside. I think you'll see them kind of pack it in a little bit. They're going to make us shoot from the outside. We'll have some open looks out there, and I think whether we knock those down early could be a big difference in this game.
Well, Coach, we always talk about a week like this where you play play Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, a sectional-type scheduled week, and here it is against a possible sectional opponent.
Yeah, and you know, we got a couple of those coming up here, too. You got to have a mixed on Tuesday. So we have some of those opponents coming up. You're starting to watch tapes where you see the sectional opponents against those other opponents, too, and then, you know, it's getting pretty close. So you can start to compare some things here and there.
Line up for your ball club tonight?
We'll start the way we have the past couple games, so we'll still go with Fletcher and Dakota in the backcourt, Traylon and Dane at the forwards, then Chad in the middle.
Then off your bench?
Off the bench, we'll bring in a couple guys early. Kirkland, I think we'll see Cooper a little bit tonight. You know, he practiced, had a good day yesterday. He's been practicing with us, but you know, he went full speed, looked good. He's been doing some therapy things, and hopefully we can play him a few minutes and see how he does. So he'll be in there some. Then we still have Jackson and Ian, those guys that have come in and give some minutes too.
Well, with Cooper back would be a big bonus for you down the stretch here.
Big bonus, you know, just his experience, you know, having that point guard that has just been in some big games, and you know, he's a 3-year starter for us, does so many good things. He always has a good floor game, but just one of the smarter guys we have, and then he also communicates well. You know, he's one of our best guys about coming over to me and kind of getting the play and then taking it back to the team. So there's so many small things he does. Hopefully it's kind of made it better that we've had to play without him, and then you add him back in there, and then, you know, that's kind of one of those things about not having a guy for a couple games. You know, can actually make you a little deeper, and it can give those other guys a little more confidence. And then hopefully we add him back to the mix, and you know, that'll be good for us.
Coach Cole, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head coach Sesticola Paoli, stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Lineups brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, home of the best press burgers in town on West Main Street in Paoli. For the visiting Paoli Rams at forward, number 2, Traylon Mitten. He's joined up front by number 4, Dane Padgett. And at center, 32, Chad Sullivan. Rams backcourt, Fletcher Cole and Dakota Apple. For head coach Dusty Cole, the Rams are 14-2. For the homestanding Salem Lions at forward, 23, Braxton Dean. And number 42, Caden Romero-Hembry. 3-guard lineup, number 1, Adam Mull, Peyton Shockey, and Evan Lloyd for head coach Jalen Nice. The Lions are 5-11 as we wrap up the Team OC pregame show. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time, and the Super Burger Restaurant, our lineup sponsor here tonight. As we now begin our varsity action, see if the Rams can follow through the strong win by the JV. And to take you through tonight's game, here's Bert Pedigo.
All right, to the center court circle, Chad Sullivan for Paoli and Braxton Dean for Salem. Dean tips it over to Romero Embry, and the Lions of Salem, they get the first crack at the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli, they are set in the man-to-man defense out front. Dean has it. Dean swings it left side. Lloyd's got it on the far sideline. Brings it back toward the middle of the court, passes to Mull, and they'll cycle through that offense one more time. Dean at the free throw line to Mull. They look down low for Romero Embry. Couldn't get it to him. Swing it back instead, left side. Everybody's got to touch this possession. Dean now driving in. Shot high off the glass, no good. Romero Embry has the rebound, kicks it back out to Mull. Mull couldn't get his shot, and Salem will set again. Right side, Dean with it. Again, looking down for Romero Embry. He's got it. He's double-teamed, and a reach-in foul going to be called, this one against Paoli.
Dakota Apple, his first team foul number 1 coming in there at that high post. Dakota with the help defense that time. Both he and Sullivan got a little handsy that time, and Dakota has issued the personal foul.
Shockey will step out of bounds. He'll do the honors to the right of the Salem bucket. Bring it into Mull at the volleyball spike line. Over to Dean. He's on the left wing to Romero Embry at the high post. Turns, faces the bucket. Now puts down the dribble, tries to drive, can't get through. Kick it back out to Shockey. Now over to Mull. Mull looks to drive on. Cole couldn't get around him. Romero Embry. He lost a handle on it. It saved into front court, going over into back court as Mull tried to save it from going out of bounds again, and that will be a turnover and over and back against Salem.
All started with a good deflection on the defense there by the Rams and got Salem scrambling, and Paoli comes up with the first turnover of the night. Now, can they convert that into points?
See what defense Salem wants to set in. Looks like it'll be a box and one chaser on Cole. Minton's got it on the far sideline underneath to Sullivan. Shot in. The traffic is up and good. Just powered his way up. He's got his first two of the night for either team. Took about a minute and a half, and Paoli's the first on the board. Paoli extends 2-2-1, full court pressure. Fired ahead to Dean. Bumbled it for just a second, but gets it back. Now pass it out to Mull. Mull leaves it off for Shockey, and Paoli is set in their man-to-man. Lloyd, left side, goes to Dean on the wing. He's at the three-point line. Looks for the backdoor lob. Couldn't get it. Paoli had that covered. Back out to Mull. Now to Romero Embry. Romero Embry works on Sullivan. Got in the lane. He lost control of it. Good help defense by Apple. And Sullivan comes up with the loose basketball. That's 2 turnovers against Salem. Over to Apple quickly in the front court. His three is up and good. Good sign. Dakota knocks down his first, and Paoli's out to a 5-0 lead. 5:42 to go in quarter number 1. Romero Embry across the timeline gets it over to Shockey to Mull. Mull back out to Shockey. He's going to drive into the lane. Got to the bucket. Put it up off the glass and good. Smallest player on the court. He gets his first two. It's a 5-2 Paoli lead. Quickly into front court. They get it down low. Sullivan shot off the backboard is up and good. Spun with his right hand to the left-hand side of the glass. 5:13 to go first quarter. Paoli extends the lead to 7-2. Quickly into front court. Shockey running one-hander. No good. Sullivan the rebound for Paoli. Handed off to Cole. Fletcher brings it across the timeline. They come to get him in a hurry. Still in that box and one. Down low, Sullivan's got it. Shot up, no good, but a whistle and a foul, and he will go to the free throw line.
Rams doing a good job of running their offense here against this box and one. They've just been using Fletcher as a decoy to run a defender away, get it out high, and post up Chad down low, and there's plenty of room with just those 4 guys around the lane to get a good entry pass. That foul goes on Romero Embry. That'll be his first team foul, number 1.
Free throw by Sullivan on the way is up and good. He's got 5 of Paoli's 8 points. Quick substitution for Salem as Brough will check in and Dean will go to the bench.
Chad got off to a great start in the second half against Northeast DuBois in that third quarter. Now he gets it here in the first quarter tonight.
His second free throw up and no good. Rebound controlled by Salem. Moles got it quickly across the timeline to Lloyd. Tries to drive baseline on Paget. Couldn't get around him. Now has to bring it back out to the middle of the court. And that's where Shockey has got it. Shockey guarded closely by Minton. Now he just kind of switches off as Paoli is in a switching man-to-man. Lloyd over to Romero Embry. He's going to launch a three. That's good. Spun around just a bit before it fell. He's got his first points. It's an 8-5 Paoli lead. 4:20 and counting in the first quarter. Lob it down low. There with it is Sullivan. Sullivan, close in shot, no good. Wouldn't fall. Rebound controlled by Salem. Lions come running out of there with it. Mull across the timeline. Passes to Brough on the baseline. Back out front, he kicks to Shockey. Couldn't get a shot, and now Salem sets. Romero Embry. He's on the far sideline. Dribbles it to the middle of the court. Passes right side to Shockey. Shockey looks for the cutter, couldn't get it to him. Instead to Lloyd on the right wing. Down low, they go to Brough. Brough is double teamed. They're going to take it away. No, couldn't get it away from him. Now it pops free. Cole comes up with it. Paoli's got a turnover and runs the other way. Pass ahead to Minton. His shot, no good. Followed by Sullivan, no good. But they're going to say that he was fouled on the follow.
Nice job by Chad to follow on that weak side and get a second chance opportunity. Foul's going to be on number 11, Evan Lloyd. Well, let's think they're going to put it on Adam Mull, number 1. That'll be his first as well, team foul number 2. Chad goes to the free throw line where he is 1 out of 2 so far in this quarter.
Sullivan, free throw up and no good. Hit the right side, kicked off left. Substitutions. Kirkland Hughes checks in for Paoli. And Dane Paget to the Paoli bench. Sullivan, meanwhile, waits at the free throw line. Now he's ready. One more bounce. Spin it. High. Free throw up and good. Got 1 of 2, and Paoli's lead now at 9-5 as Sullivan off to a quick start with 6. In backcourt, Mull with it. He's double teamed. Splits that. Gets it ahead to Lloyd. Lloyd across the timeline. Skip it left side. Romero Embry. He tries to drive. Spins to the bucket. Did he walk or was he being held? Looks like they're going to call the foul on Paoli.
Be a big one because Dakota Apple was in the area of that foul, and he will be charged with his second personal foul, team foul number 2. That'll bring Cooper Spires into the game for several weeks. Cooper's been out with that kneecap injury. We'll see how long the Rams will test out that knee and hopefully be positive results for the Rams junior.
Yeah, it's supposed to be spot minutes. Don't want to use him too much. Got to make sure he's available at the end of the year. All right. Salem, Shockey steps out of bounds, brings it right underneath to Bruff, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul from the guy over on this side of the court. He's calling a pushing foul from behind.
The first on Chad, team foul number 3. He must have better than 20/20 vision to see that one.
Yeah, and like I say, he was on this side, and the ball was on the other side.
And Chad had his back to him and the player that had the ball.
Yep. Shockey inbounds to Mo. Mo looks to drive in. Got in the lane, kicks it to Shockey in the corner. His 3 spins out on him, no good. Rebound controlled underneath by Cole. Ahead, he passes to Spires. Spires kicks it left corner to Minton. Minton driving in, and as he went up for the shot, he was bumped and fouled. And looks like he's going to get a chance at the free throw line.
Jackson Bruff over there trying to cut off that baseline move. He got the blocking foul. That'll put Traylon Minton at the line looking for his first points of the night.
See, Traylon on the year, 42.9% free throw shooter. The first is up and no good. They only leaving some points at the free throw line early at least.
That is already free throw number 5, and they've only made 2 so far here in the first almost 5 minutes of this ball game.
All right, see if you can get 1 of 2. Paoli leading 9-5. Second free throw up and good. Got that, so it's a 10-5 ball game with 3:09 now to go in the first quarter of play. Paoli extends 2-2-1 pressure. Shockey has used up his dribble in backcourt. Gets it over to Mull. Mull up the far sideline. He's turned. Passes back to Shockey into Dean, who checked in at that last break, and now back to Shockey, and they'll set against the Paoli man-to-man. Shockey passes right side, intended for Mull, and looks like Minton got a hand on it to knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, Traylon able to reach around and just deflect it into the Rams bench. That's where the lines will trigger it in.
Dean ready. He brings it into backcourt to Shockey. Shockey now across the timeline, angle to the right side to Mull. Mull guarded closely there. Get it off to Dean. Dean drives on Padgett, leads in, shot no good. Took a couple of bounces on the rim before Shockey finally came down with the rebound. And as Dean went back up with another follow, he was had the ball knocked away by Minton out of bounds.
Rams defense that time just got out of kilter and didn't get a body on enough Salem Lions, and they were able to get those 2 second chance opportunities. We get a foul the other way. Nope.
No, foul's going to go on Paoli.
Going to be on Traylon Minton. That'll be his first team foul number 4 against the Rams here. Next one will put Salem at the free throw line. Coming up, chance to get back into this game.
Bring it in to Albertson. He checked in at that last break for Salem, seeing his first action. He passes to Mull. Mull has to wrestle for the basketball, and now he's being pushed to the floor. And a rebound or a foul going to be called, I think, against Paoli, as Minton and Padgett were both there. And we'll see. It's going to go on number 2.
And that'll be 2 quick ones on Traylon. Team foul number 5. And 2 free throws for the rest of this quarter for the Salem Lions. And the first one to march to the line will be Adam Mull.
Mull on the year, 51.6% free throw shooter. A lefty, free throw up and good. Got the first. Substitution for Paoli. Jackson Reynolds will come in, see his first action, and Minton will go to the Paoli bench.
Jackson, some very valuable minutes Saturday at Northeast DuBois, and see if he can continue that play off the bench here tonight, because looks like he'll be able to log several minutes with this foul trouble.
Mull's second free throw, no good. Cole comes down with the rebound for Paoli. He'll bring it forward himself. Quiet start for Fletcher so far tonight. They're in a box and one, chasing him. Cole to the baseline, lost it out of bounds, and they say that he just lost it on his own. That'll be turnover number 1 against Paoli.
Yeah, they're running guys at him at all angles that time, and got down there on the baseline, and the ball got loose, and a lot of hands were there, and the official said that it was Fletcher that touched it last.
Shockey in backcourt, gets it over to Mull. Mull across the timeline, angles left, passes left to Albertson. Albertson out to Dean. He's right of the key, looks to the high post, got it there to Bruff. Tried to hand it off to Dean. He wasn't expecting it, but gets it back, drives right side. His shot up, no good in traffic, and Spires clears the boards for Paoli. He brings it forward himself. Nice pass to Paget, running ahead of everybody right under the bucket. He lays it up and in.
Great vision by Cooper.
Yep, first two of the night for Paget, and Paoli's lead now stands at 12-6. Minute 38 to go in the first quarter. Right side, Bruff. Baseline jumper is no good. Jackson Reynolds, nice block out. He's got the rebound. Out to Cole, and Cole is being bumped as he gets to midcourt.
Peyton Shockey tried to slow him down on that sideline and put a little hip check on him. That'll be the first on Shockey. Team foul number 4 whistled against the Lions with 90 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Talked about Fletcher Cole, that box and one. He has not even attempted a shot so far here in this first quarter of play.
All right, see if Paoli running a man-to-man usually works against those types of defenses. Left side, Hughes skips it over. There, Spires open for a three. It's no good. Long kick out of there that Shockey finally runs down for Salem. Down to a minute 10 to go in the first quarter. Paoli's up 12-6. Salem, they've got possession of the basketball. Right side, Shockey has it. Looks down for Bruff. He's got him, just doesn't throw it to him. Out front to Mull. Now to Shockey again on the right wing. Shockey had it knocked away from behind. Going out of bounds. Should stay with Salem and does.
More often than not, when that play happens, when Fletcher's able to poke that ball away from behind, it goes to a Ram teammate. However, that time it just split a couple of defenders as well as a couple of Salem players and goes out of bounds. And Salem able to dodge the bullet there without creating a turnover.
Romero, Embry, and Lloyd both check back in for Salem. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter. See if they want to run something for one of the two of them offensively. Out front, Shockey has it. They go to a 1-4 set, the 4 up high. Bring it to Dean. He's at the top of the key. Right side to Shockey. Tries to get it down to Romero Embry. He does. Reynolds with him defensively. Big size mismatch. Romero Embry leaves it off to Shockey, and his shot is blocked about 10 feet out of bounds by Dane Paget, who came flying out of nowhere.
He came on that baseline from the left side of the basket to the right. It looked like he took off on the other side of the 3-second area and just flew through the air to swat that one out of bounds.
The exact kind of play that you can see out of Paget. Just a great athlete. All right, Salem, they will inbound to the right of the bucket. Albertson lobs it to Romero Embry at the three-point line. He works over to the left side, has used up his dribble, gets it out front to Lloyd. Lloyd guarded closely by Bostock, who checked in at the break for Paoli. Right side, Mull passes to Albertson. They look down low. Paoli's got everything shut down there. Out front, Romero Embry lost it for a second, got it back. Down to 12 seconds in the quarter. Dean fades away. Baseline jumper, no good. Paoli can run the other way. Oh, pass got out in front of Paget, taken away by Salem. Quickly to Mull with 3 to go. His shot, an air ball, but Dean there to rebound it and put it back up and in just before the buzzer. Make it a 12-8 score going to quarter number 2. Paoli leads Salem. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
Well, 1 quarter in the books. Not a bad start for Paoli. Salem playing a box and one. They have kept Fletcher Cole in check to this point in time. I think that was the focus of the conversation at the break as to how they were going to get some shots for Fletcher against that zone. Paoli will begin second quarter with possession of the basketball. Looks like Salem, they're going to set up in that box and one again. Mull is on Cole right now. Right side. Hughes has got it. He's in the corner. Dump it down low. Sullivan. Shot off the glass is good. And they've had no answer for Chad Sullivan so far. He's got 8. And Paoli out in front, 14-8. Quickly into front court. Lloyd has it. Left corner 3 is on the way. No good. Rebound. Cole has it underneath for Paoli. He'll bring it forward himself. In the center of the court. Angles left. He's getting down the lane. Leans in. Shot no good. Sullivan. Chad fights away Ian for the rebound. Chad puts the shot up in the lane. That's no good. But he is fouled and looks like he'll get another chance at the free throw line.
Again, good offensive rebounding by the Rams. That foul will be on number 1, Adam Mull. He has his second personal foul, team foul number 1 in this quarter. Chad to the line where he's 2 out of 4 so far in this ball game.
Sullivan's free throw. The first is up and good. 63% on the year. He's got 9 points so far tonight. Couple of substitutions. Dakota Apple with those 2 fouls checks back in. Kirkland Hughes to the Paoli bench. Sullivan, meanwhile, waits at the line. Now he's ready. Free throw up and good. Got them both, and Paoli up 16-8, double digits. Oh, breaking away was Albertson, and Sullivan, who just shot the free throws, came streaming down the court, knocked it out of or blocked it. Rebound recovered by Paoli. 3 by Cole, no good. 3 by Cole again is no good, but he is knocked to the floor and will go to the line.
Rams try to again quickly get it in transition. Fletcher got a great look. A long rebound by Padgett, I believe, who got that offensive rebound, fired it right back out. And Fletcher, see if we can get him going at the free throw line.
Got the first. Comes in an even 90% free throw shooter on the year. Won't see too many any better. 17-8 make the score. Free throw number 2 on the way is up and good, and now it's a 10-point advantage for Paoli at 18-8. 1 more to go. He was fouled shooting a 3. Third one on the way is good. Just did bounce in, bounced 3 times before it fell, and Paoli's up 19-8 with 7:10 to go in the first half of play. Dean into front court, gets it over to Shockey. Shockey, he doesn't like what he sees, backs it out, and Salem will set in the half court. Shockey motions for Dean to come out. He does, gets it just left of the center court circle. Dean passes right side to Albertson. Albertson, a 3-point threat. He's guarded closely by Ian Sullivan. He gets it to Shockey. Shockey tries to drive on Apple, couldn't get around him. Now he tries again, leans in, fake. Now passes back out to Albertson. Good job by Apple staying on the floor. Left side, Shockey's got it at the volleyball spike line as Paoli is set in that man-to-man. Shockey dribbling away some time out front. Passes to the right side now to Albertson. Albertson to Dean. Dean guarded by Padgett. Now over to Shockey. Shockey on the left wing. To the top of the key they go to Lloyd. He couldn't get his shot. Goes over to Shockey. They look down for Dean. Couldn't get the ball down low. Instead, out front, 3 on the way by Romero Embry is up and good. He's made a couple of those. He's got 6. It's now a 19-11. Paoli lead. Paoli possession of the basketball. Right side. Sullivan has it. Out to Apple. He's at the top of the key. Go back right side to Ian Sullivan. Kick it over to Apple. Fakes 3. Looks down for Padgett. Couldn't get it to him. Instead to Cole. Cole works off the screen. He's going to drive down. Leaves it off for Padgett. Shot up off the glass is good. He's got 4. Romero Embry came to get him late, but could not change the shot. Now quickly into front court. Down low. Dean's got it, and his shot is up and in. He's got 4. Make it now a 21-13 score in favor of Paoli. 5:20 to go in the first quarter. Cutting down low. Sullivan lays it up and in. That's Ian with his first 2 of the night. And we're going to have a quick timeout taken as Coach Jalen Nice says, let's stop things there. Paoli up 23-13. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595. Rams
with good ball movement on their offensive half court against that box and one, able to get a mismatch down low on a couple of times. Chad Sullivan, big game already, 10 here in this first half, and then brother Ian got a nice cut on the weak side in that previous possession. So the Rams, you can tell they've worked on their box and one offense, and Fletcher's been able to penetrate and get down in the lane a couple of times, but just can't get anything to fall from the field.
All right, Salem took the timeout. They've got the basketball in backcourt. Paoli extends. Full court pressure again. Romero Embry across the timeline. Skips it left side to Albertson. Albertson back out to Shockey. Right back to Albertson. To Shockey. They play pitch and catch with it on the far sideline. Shockey over Albertson. His three blocked by Sullivan. That was Chad that got a piece of that one. That's a couple of blocks for him already tonight. Quickly into front court. Dakota Apple for a three. It's no good. It's going to kick all the way out of bounds in the corner and go over to Salem.
Boy, Chad has done a nice job of running the court here tonight, both getting down on that great block earlier in this half, and now he was ahead of the pack, but just couldn't get that ball to him. Just too many defenders between Cole out front and Chad down low on the baseline.
All right, Paoli sets in that full court again. Shockey has used up his dribble. He needs some help, and the ball deflected out of bounds as Hughes got a hand on it. It'll stay with Salem.
With Dakota and Kirkland both out there at the top of this zone, when they work it over, they being Salem to their left side, that's a lot of length and long arms that they have to throw over.
And Salem is vertically challenged
at the guard
spot, to say the least. They got one kid that's 5'9", another listed at 5'10", that doesn't look it. All right, Salem's got it in the front court. Romero Embry, three left side is up and good.
He's 3 for 3 from beyond the arc.
Got to get a hand up on him. 23-16 the score. Paoli a 7-point lead with possession of the basketball. Hughes, right side three. He banked it in. So bad that it was good. He's got his first points of the night. Back to a 10-point Paoli lead at 26-16. In backcourt, Shockey with it along with Albertson. Albertson across the timeline, and he just barely tiptoed and stayed in bounds. Bring it out to Romero Embry. Romero Embry, he's going to drive in, got to the bucket and laid it up and in. Tough shot, but he got it to fall. He's got 10 on the night. Into front court, Paoli with it. Padgett lobs down low. Sullivan shot over Embry is no good. Cole with the rebound, though, out to Hughes. He'll try another three. That's good. Stepped in, knocked it down. He's got 6. Paoli's lead now at 29-18. Ball loose in backcourt, but Albertson runs it down. And Coach Jalen Nice will take another timeout to save that possession. Paoli up 11, 3:12 to go in the first half. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see that.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equalizing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Rams have a double-digit lead on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James School Board, up by 11 with 3:12 to go. As all the time it looks like the Rams might be able to break this game open. Salem, give them credit, has been able to hit a couple of key buckets to keep themselves into this ball game.
All right, Paoli to the defensive end, leading by 11. Dean picks up the dribble. He has to pack out with the pass to Albertson. Get it now to Shockey. High post to go to Romero Embry. Got to guard him closely. He's made 3 threes here in the first half. Right side, Shockey drives in. Had the ball knocked away by Apple. Saved over there by Lloyd to Romero Embry. He's got it in the far corner. Kicks it back out to Albertson. Now to Dean. He's on the right side. Paoli scrambles defensively. Dean driving in, leaning in. Shot off the glass. No good. And the rebound controlled by Paoli. Cole has it. He's across the timeline. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Left side, Apple. Down low, he goes to Padgett. Fan it out. Kirkland Hughes, 3 on the way is no good. Ball loose in the lane, and finally recovered there by Dean of Salem. Quickly out to Shockey. He's across the timeline and into front court. Shockey at the top of the key. Hesitation move. Now he's used up the dribble. Passes right side to Lloyd. Lloyd backs it out with that dribble as Paoli is set, and they work right side to Shockey. Shockey looks to the top. Romero Embry's got it now to Albertson. Quickly in the corner. Dean's got it. Fakes three. Drives in. Leans in. Shot no good. And the rebound controlled by Paoli. Quickly into front court. Kirkland Hughes shot up. No good. Followed by Sullivan. No good. He came down with it again and was going back up again and was fouled in the process.
One of the few times Rams have been able to get a shot up in transition, and a great follow again by Sullivan on that offensive rebound. That foul will be whistled on number 42, Romero Hembry. That'll be his second, team foul number 3.
Free throw by Sullivan, up and no good. Dipped in after it hit the front rim, then popped right back out. So it's no good, and he'll get another. Couple of substitutions for Paoli. Ian Sullivan back in. Cooper Spires back in as well. All right, Sullivan ready at the free throw line. Free throw on the way is up and good. He's in double figures with 11. Paoli's lead is 12 at 30-18. Minute 45 to go in the first half. In backcourt, Shockey with it over to Albertson. Albertson finally across the timeline, goes right side. Lloyd will launch a three that's up and good. If nothing else, this team can shoot threes. Lloyd with his first points of the night. Now at 30-21, Paoli advantage. Cole across the timeline, gets it over to Spires. Spires out to Hughes at the volleyball spike line. Hughes leaves it off for Cole. Cole drives around one man, and Shockey, who is on him man-to-man while the others are in a box, he couldn't stop his momentum, and he will be called for the foul.
That'll be the second on Peyton Shockey, just team foul number 4, so no free throws yet at this juncture of the second quarter of play. Quickly in, Ethan Campbell, and Shockey will go to the bench with those 2 fouls. He joins Romero Hembry and Mull with 2 fouls each.
Get it to Cole, driving in, leaning in, shot no good, and they're going to call him for a charge, saying that Bruff got over there in time to draw the foul.
And on Fletcher Cole, that'll be his first team foul number 1 here in this quarter for Paoli. Again, tough night for Fletcher. We've seen him have some quarters and halves like this, but they'll probably come out and start to light things up in that third quarter.
Yeah, Salem's just doing a good job defensively in that box and one. All right, Dean with it in backcourt, splits the double team. He's across the timeline, gets it to Campbell. He will launch a baseline jumper that's no good, and they say this time Sullivan, when he was going for the block, got a piece of the arm.
Foul will be on number 32, Chad Sullivan. That will be his second. He'll join Traylon Mitten and Dakota Apple with that many fouls. And how long they'll keep him on the floor is to the free throw line. Ethan Campbell, just into the ball game, will be at the line for his first 2 free throws of the night.
1 or 3 coming into tonight's ball game. Now he's 2 out of 4, 50% on the year. So the first is good. Make it a 30-22 lead for Paoli. Minute 6 to go in the first half. Campbell, 6'1", a sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this Salem team. Second free throw, it's up and good as well. And it's back to a 7-point Paoli lead at 30-23. Still just a minute to go in this first half. Spires across the timeline, goes over to Ian Sullivan. Kicks it right back out to Spires. Now to Hughes, to Spires at the midcourt stripe. Left side. That's Ian Sullivan. He'll launch 3. It's no good. Running down the rebound in the corner is Kirkland Hughes for Paoli. Another offensive board, and there's been a handful of those for Paoli tonight. Out at the midcourt stripe, that's Fletcher Cole with it. 33 seconds to go in the half. He puts down the dribble, breaks that 5 count, get it over to Spires. Spires just in front of the scorer's table. Get it to Padgett, now to Hughes. Hughes back out front. Paoli, they're going to work some clock, get it down maybe for that last shot of the half. Down to 17 seconds to go in the half as they pass it left side to Sullivan. Now down to 12. Back out front they come to Spires. Normally they just get the ball to Cole and let him go. Underneath, they kick it back out to Hughes. Now they've got it to Cole. Cole in the lane. Jump stop. Shot in the lane is up and good. And that's the way the first half will come to an end. Paoli, a 9-point lead on the 5th point of the night from Fletcher Cole. 32-23 is your score. We're going to take a break, come back, and when we do, we'll get the Whitfield Investments halftime report underway. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, 2 quarters in the books so far. Everything going all right for Paoli as the Rams lead the Salem Lions 32-23 here at the halftime break. The Whitfield Investments halftime report getting underway. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Well, looking back at first half action, as far as game flow is concerned, we had no ties, no lead changes. Paoli came out, scored the first 5 points of the night as Chad Sullivan got the first 2. It was followed up by a Dakota Apple 3. That bucket by Sullivan was a sign of things to come as Chad, he was easily in double figures before the half was over. Salem would respond with a 2 of their own before Paoli scores 3 more. They were all put up and in by Chad Sullivan. It was 8-2 with 4:55 to go in the first quarter of play. Salem would counter with a 3 from Romero Embry. He made a couple of those in the first half, 3 of them, as a matter of fact. That was the first of his 3-point shots made. Paoli, though, would extend that lead by just a bit going to the end of the quarter as they led it 12-8 after 1, and it was a Cooper Spires bucket. That was the last points of the quarter by Paoli at 1:44 to go. Paoli would continue to stretch that lead out at the beginning of the second quarter. Matter of fact, a 7-0 run to begin that quarter. That got Paoli out to a 19-8 lead. You had a bucket and a couple of free throws from Sullivan, as well as 3 made free throws by Fletcher Cole in that stretch. The two teams would play even for a little bit after that. Paoli would get as much as a 10-point lead at one point in time. Matter of fact, we're up 12 at 30-18 after a Sullivan 3-point trip down the lane. Then Salem, they got some points at the minute 33, minute 6 mark. Got them back within 30-23 before a Cole bucket at 1 second left the score at 32-23 here at the half. Rebounding battle, that's being won by Paoli. Big margin is 17-10. Turnovers, they are exactly even. Each team has turned it over 3 times so far. Paoli out in front, 32-23. When the Whitfield Investments halftime report continues, we'll be taking a look at individual and team totals from first half action. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon, giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Rams lead at 32-23 at the half here at the Everett Dean Court in the Brooks Memorial Gymnasium at Salem Junior Senior High School. On the Whitfield Investments halftime report, taking a look, Rams good shooting so far here in this first half of play. They started in 2-point shooting range, 3 out of 5 in the first quarter, hit 4 out of 8 in the second for 50%, making them 7 out of 13 here at the half for 54%. 3-point shooting, not all that bad either. 1 out of 2 in the first quarter, 2 out of 5 in the second quarter, 3 out of 7 here at the half for 43%. Rams have left some points at the free throw line, particularly in the first quarter when they went 3 out of 6 for 50%, but came back and went 6 out of 7 in that second quarter for 86%, making them 9 out of 13 for the half at 69%. For the homestanding Salem Lions, they started off shooting the ball cold here in this first quarter. In 2-point shooting, just 2 out of 11 for 18%. Bumped that up a little bit in that second quarter, going 2 out of 5 for 40%, making them 4 out of 16 here at the half for 25%. 3-point shooting has kept them in the game so far. 1 out of 3 in the first quarter, 3 out of 5 in the second, making them 4 out of 8 here at the half for 50%. Salem got to the free throw line twice in both quarters. 1 out of 2 in the first quarter, 2 out of 2 here in the second, making the Lions 3 out of 4 at the half for 75%. 2 quarters all ready to go as they are now officially in the scorebook. Rams on top, 32-23. When we continue with the Whitfield Investment Halftime Report, we'll take a look at individual scoring. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
Whitfield Investment halftime report as we take a look at individual scoring for the Rams, who have a 32-23 lead here at intermission. Chad Sullivan leads the way with 11. Kirkland Hughes knocked down 2 big threes in that second quarter. He has 6. 5 for Fletcher Cole, all in the second quarter. 4 on the night for Dane Padgett. 1 for Traylon Mitten, and 2 for Ian Sullivan, as the Rams got play off the bench from Jackson Reynolds, Cooper Spires, as well as Hayden Bostock, but they did not score here in the ball game. For the Lions of Salem, a big first half for Caden Romero-Hembry, thanks in part to going 3 out of 3 from behind the arc and another basket. In fact, he didn't miss a shot in the first half, as he has 11 points to pace the Lions. 4 on the night for Braxton Dean, 3 for Evan Lloyd, 2 apiece for Ethan Campbell off the bench and starting guard Peyton Shockey, and 1 for Adam Mull. Carson Albertson, along with Jackson Bruff, saw action but did not score. Rams led it 12-8 at the end of 1, outscore Salem 20-15 in that second quarter, and lead it here at the half, 32-23. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Taking a quick look at the foul situation, first of all, for the Rams, Traylon Mitten, Chad Sullivan, and Dakota Apple with 2 apiece. While for Salem, they have also 3 players with 2 personal fouls. All of those are starters, Caden Romero-Hembry, along with Adam Mull and Peyton Shockey. As we wrap up the Whitfield Investments halftime report, give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2445 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Rams come out. Traditionally, they are a good third-quarter team. We'll also see what adjustments the Rams make on this box and one. Fletcher's been able to get a few shots, but struggled to get those down in through the net. Right now, he's at halftime with 5. But if they continue that box, Salem's going to have to make some adjustments and figure out how they're going to control Chad Sullivan.
Well, with Fletcher, what I like seeing them do, they would set a screen out high for him, screen his man, and then he was able to get between the two that were at the top of the box. So that could be something that Paoli could lean on here in the second half. And like I say, if they can't do something with Chad, they're in trouble. Salem in. All right, Paoli, they're going to start zone defense to start second half. Get it down to Lloyd. Close-in shot, no good. Rebound, kicked around. Dean had a fingertip on it for Salem, but Paoli comes running out of there with it. Get it over to Minton, trailing. He's got those 2 fouls. Apple, he's also out there with 2 fouls. Fire down low. Apple's got it. Nice couple of screens set in the lane to get him wide open. He's got 5, and it's 34-23. Paoli up by 11. Paoli extends, full court pressure again. Shockey in backcourt with it. Gets it to Lloyd right at the midcourt stripe. Lob it into front court to Mull. Mull, he tried to get it to Dean. Pass behind him. Minton comes up with it. Turnover against Salem. Minton in the front court, driving in. Kicks it left corner. Apple open. 3, no good. Sullivan, the weak side rebound, though, and Paoli will get another crack at it. Minton goes to the corner to Padgett. Lob it back out to Minton at the top of the key. Minton, they look for screens for Cole. Got the ball to him at the midcourt circle. He backs it out, now passes to Minton. Down low to Padgett, who puts it up and in. And a quick timeout going to be taken as Padgett now has 6. Paoli's got a 13-point lead. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated. Member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Hi, this is John Bender. Since 1931, Bender Lumber has been providing superior service along with quality, innovative building products at fair, competitive prices. In communities throughout southern Indiana, our locations are the primary supplier to residential builders, professional remodelers, as well as do-it-yourselfers who rely on our knowledgeable sales staff to do whatever it takes to proudly serve them and to get the job done. So here's to the first 90 years of local people serving local needs at Bender Lumber.
On the offensive end, the Rams have done a nice job of setting some screens on the baseline against this box and one, have come out with 2 quick baskets.
36-23 the score. Paoli's up, and they get a steal. Minton in front of the intended target, lays it up and in. He's got 3, and it's now a 15-point Paoli lead, 38-23. Mull quickly into front court. He just went to the bucket and scored. He's got 3 now. Make it 38-25. Not the pace that Salem wants to play at, but they got 2 and got back within 13. Right side, Apple with it for Paoli. Gets it to Sullivan at the three-point line. Back out front, he passes to Apple. Now Cole running the baseline against that box and one. They'll lob it to Padgett. Padgett spins in the lane, double team, kicks it over to Apple. Apple baseline, back out front. He gets it to Minton, now to Cole at the free throw line, and a reach-in foul going to be called on Shockey, who's there trying to guard him.
And on Peyton Shockey, that'll be his 3rd, team foul number 1. Shockey has drawn that assignment. He and Mull have kind of switched off from time to time on that, but Fletcher still has a mismatch with some height and strength against those guards from Salem.
All right. Apple steps out of bounds. He'll do the honors for Paoli. Has it, slaps it, brings it in to Padgett, over to Cole. Cole around 1, around 2 more, and right to the bucket to lay it up and in. He's got 7, and it's 40-25. Paoli a 15-point lead. Mull into front court with it, goes over to Albertson. He checked in to take Shockey's place. He's got those foul issues. Dean now with it on the right wing, has used up his dribble, looks for the cut with Lloyd, reverses, his shot no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's going over to Paoli.
That's one of these stretches of the game that Coach Nice of Salem has seen too often. They've hung around, and now all of a sudden they've kind of hit a spot where it's a struggle to score on the Rams defense, even though they got a great look on the reverse layup by Lloyd that last trip down.
Paoli out to an 8-2 run to start this second half. Lob it down low. There's Sullivan. He goes to the other side of the bucket, no good. Got his own rebound, put it up in traffic, no good. And finally, Salem clears the boards. Pass into front court is knocked out of bounds. And good thing that young man was paying attention in the second row. That's where the ball wound up.
I think he was more worried about Dane Padgett flying into that second row. That's would have been my first concern.
Yeah, just stay out of his way. All right, Mull with it. Dribbling away some time out front, passes over to Albertson. He's on the far sideline in front of the Salem cheer block. Left side to Mull. Mull looking for the backdoor lob to Dean. They got it. It trickled out on him. Did everything but get the shot to go. Rebound to Sullivan. Ahead to Cole. Cole into front court. Basically being double-teamed out there. He's being guarded one-on-one as Salem is still in that box and one. Get it to Cole, right wing. Cole fakes three, drives in. They knock it away from him. And Albertson comes out of there with it. Ahead to Mull, out of the pack, and he will lay it up and in. He's got 5, and Salem back within 13 at 40-27. Paoli to the offensive end. Out front, Apple has it. Gets it to Minton. Minton on the right wing. High post, they go to Padgett. Padgett leaves it off underneath for Sullivan. Shot up good, count it, and a chance for a three-point play.
Probably the best pass we've seen Dane make, particularly off the dribble. I mean, boy, he turned, put that ball on the deck with his left hand down below that free throw line, and he felt that double team come immediately and just shoveled it right over to Chad for a wide open shot. That gives Chad 13 points on the night. Foul will go on 42, Romero Hembry, and that's his third.
All right, Sullivan to the free throw line for Paoli. Eyes the bucket. Free throw on the way is no good. Came up short, and the rebound taken down underneath by Bruff of Salem. Paoli looks like they're going to go to a 1-3-1 half-court trapping defense this time. They get a deflection on the left side with Apple.
To put Dane out there on the point, and his speed, strength, quickness, and size is just makes it really tough. Either with him or Traylon out there, they got a couple of guys that can create some havoc at the top.
Dean passes right corner. Lloyd will launch a three. It's up and no good, and the fight for the rebound is won by Chad Sullivan. Sullivan off to Cole, over to Apple. Apple at the three-point line. Out front to Cole. Cole driving in, couldn't get his shot. Lobs it down on the baseline to Sullivan. Into the lane and just powered it up and in. He's got 15 on the night. And Paoli's lead now at 17, 44-27. A deflection in front court. Minton's got it. Paoli's got a 3-on-1. Get it over to Apple. His shot up and good. Turnover doing easy, too. Apple's got 7, and Paoli's lead now at 19, 46-27, 3:10 and counting in the third quarter. Into front court. Dean kicks it to Albertson. Out of the corner. 3 is good. Can't leave him open. He's a three-point shooter. He's got his first points of the night. 46-30 the score. Paoli quickly to the offensive end, and the pass underneath to Sullivan is knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. It'll stay with Paoli.
Kirkland Hughes re-enters the lineup for the Rams. Nice job by Dane Padgett to get a break here. And coming back in will be Peyton Shockey for the Lions.
Apple steps out of bounds to the right of the Paoli bucket. He has it, slaps it, brings it in to Cole. Cole backs it out with the dribble, and now they'll set. Looks like Salem has gone to a straight man-to-man this time. A lot of help on Cole, though. Over to Hughes. 3, left wing is good. Hughes has got 9. He's made 3 threes tonight, and Paoli's lead now at 49-30. Mull into front court as Paoli in that 1-3-1 half court. Up front, Shockey. 3 on the way is no good. Rebound, Cole's got another one, and he's got a handful of those tonight. Cole across the timeline to Hughes. Another 3 is good again. He's got 12, 52-30. Paoli a 22-point lead, 2:10 and counting in the third quarter, and Paoli's got the ball back again. Another turnover by Salem into front court. Cole with it. Leave it off to Hughes. Hughes drives in, leans in, shot off the glass is good. He's got 14, 54-30. Paoli is just blowing them out right now. Minute 53 to go in the third. Mull passes over to Albertson. Right corner 3 this time is good. He's got 2 of them, made 6 total points, 1 from the left and 1 from the right. Paoli into front court. Over to Hughes, left corner. That's Cole with it. Cole guarded 1-on-1. Cole backs it out with the dribble, and now Paoli will cycle through that offense one more time. Minute 25 to go in the third. Kick it right corner to Apple. Apple looks, spins in, passes back out. Cole, he'll try a three. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Salem.
Rams, though, just keep it alive as Romero Hembry comes in with those 3 fouls. Also re-entering as Lloyd. Going out will be Mull along with Dean.
Cooper Spires re-enters for Paoli. He will be the man to trigger it inbounds, this time to the left of the Paoli bucket. Lobs it into Cole. Catch and shoot, no good. Rebound controlled underneath by Salem. Shockey across the timeline. His pass ahead to Romero Embry is tipped out of bounds as Cole was hustling back defensively.
Nice job by Fletcher to quickly get back. Jackson Reynolds, Hayden Bostock come in as Cole will get a break here at the quarter right before. The same for Chad with 1:08 to go before the end of period number 3.
Paoli, 21-point lead. Salem's got the basketball. They bring it into Shockey out front to Albertson. Albertson, guarded closely by Bostock, gets it into Bruff. Bruff tied up underneath as Spires were there reaching in, and that will give it over to Paoli on the alternating possession.
Bruff caught that pass and never got it up above the waist and just laid out there, and Cooper, those quick reaction, able to tie him up. That's another turnover on Salem. Let's see if the Rams able to capitalize and if they'll hold for the final shot of this quarter.
All right, down to 50 seconds to go in the quarter. As Spires angles to the right side, skip it over to Hughes. He's open, another three, no good. And Reynolds tries to run it down. He does. He saves it into Bostock. Paoli will get another shot at it, into Reynolds. Reynolds has used up his dribble. He passes back out to Spires. Paoli can hold now for one with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Paoli up 54-33. They'll leave Minton alone out here to kind of dribble away some time. Go to Bostock on the right wing. Bostock puts down the dribble, brings it to the middle of the court, guarded closely by Shockey, and Shockey, he just can't buy a break tonight. He gets caught reaching in on Bostock.
That'll be his third and team foul number 3, and not the foul that Coach Nice wanted to see one of his starting guards get, with just 15 seconds to go, and really didn't need that pressure because the Rams are just going to stay out there and run the clock.
Yeah, they've got 4 on him on the board, man.
Okay.
All right. Lob it in to Cole. He comes in at the quarter break. After a brief rest, he's got it in backcourt. Mull with him defensively. Cole drives in, leans in, shot up, and no good. Wouldn't fall, but they did get him on the elbow, and he will get a chance at the free throw line.
That'll be on number 1, Adam Mull. Team foul number 4, and that will be the third on Mull, but that will put Fletcher back at the line where he's 3 for 3 tonight.
All right, Cole on the year, 90% free throw shooter. They basically have been guarding him since he got off the bus. Free throw by Cole, up and good. They, for the most part, all the first half, most of the third quarter, played a box and one on him, and they've gone man-to-man the last few trips. First was good. Second one on the way, it's good as well, so he got them both. He's got, 9 now on the night, and it's 56-33. 4 seconds to go. Mull gets it over to the corner. Lloyd at the buzzer. His shot is no good, and that's the way the third quarter will come to an end. Paoli breaks it open in the third, leading 56-33. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Well, 3 quarters in the books, and Paoli Off to a decent enough start tonight, but then second quarter, third quarter, they have really put it to Salem, outscoring them. Let's see, it was a 20-5 margin in the second quarter. Third quarter was a margin of 24-10. Paoli with 56 points with still an entire quarter to go. Salem, they've got 33. Looks like Salem, they're going to begin fourth quarter action with possession of the basketball. Romero Embry is in there. Let's see, Bruff and Albertson also in there, along with Lloyd and Mull, who has it now for Salem. Mull works as Paoli goes back to the man-to-man, gets it over to Lloyd, back to Mull, takes three, kicks it back out to Lloyd. Lloyd guarded closely there by Ian Sullivan. Back out front to Romero Embry. He motions for the screen, tries to use it, doesn't get his shot. Now gets it over to Mull. Mull driving in, got around one, around another. His shot no good. Rebound. It's taken down by Hughes initially. Lost his footing, lost the basketball. It's on the far sideline, and we're going to have a timeout taken, it looks like, by Salem if they had possession. The two officials, they're going to have to talk about it and see exactly which call will win out, whether it's a jump ball or if it was a timeout taken by Salem. 7:29 to go in the fourth quarter. They're still talking it over as Paoli has a 23-point lead, and they will award the timeout to Salem. It'll be a full timeout. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their two locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed. Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Good shooting night for the Rams through three. They are 15 out of 24 from two-point range for 63%, 5 out of 12 from behind the arc, 42%, and 11 out of 16 at the stripe for 68%.
All right, Salem, they got the timeout taken, and they've got possession of the basketball. Albertson gets it over to Lloyd. They look down low for Romero Embry. Didn't get it to him now. They do get it to him as Hughes has him defensively. Ian Sullivan picks his pocket. He takes it away, goes under, lays it up, no good. Chad Sullivan with the follow, and as he was going back up with it, he was bumped and fouled, and that will put him at the free throw line.
Rams again in transition. Foul will be on 42, Romero Embry. That'll be his fourth, team foul number 1 of this quarter. But Chad at the line, he's got 15 points so far here in this ball game.
Going for 16 here. Free throw up and good. Got that one. Give him 16 on the night and give Paoli now a 24-point lead with 7:09 to go in the ball game. Chad Sullivan back to the free throw line. Both he and Ian are in there. Chad, free throw up and good. Got them both, and it's 58-33. Paoli a big lead. Salem, possession of the basketball. Mull brings it in to front court to Romero Embry. He passes back over to Mull. He's on the right sideline. Drives in, kicks left corner, and he split the difference between two teammates and threw it out of bounds.
Not even a teammate sitting on the end of the bench to catch that one as well. Salem threw 3 were 6 out of 21 from two-point range, 29%. 6 out of 13 from behind the arc, keeping them somewhat in this game at 46%, and only 3 out of 4 at the free throw line.
All right, Paoli to the offensive end. Apple has it. They're looking for a backdoor lob. Couldn't get it. Salem was wise to it. Out front, Cole spins away from his man. Tried to bounce it underneath to Sullivan. Ball was kicked, and it'll stay with Paoli.
Salem kind of has gone now to that straight man-to-man like they did when Cole went out, and they're staying it now with Fletcher in the game. Let's see if Fletcher can get some looks.
Apple to the left of the Paoli bucket. Has it. Brings it into Cole just in front of him. Cole lobs it down low there with it. Chad Sullivan fakes. Shot off the glass is good.
19 on the night.
Not a whole lot Romero Embry could do with him with those 4 personal fouls. 60-33 the score. Ball loose in the far corner. Paoli comes up with it again. Cole across the timeline. He's going in. Lobs it up to Sullivan, who will put it up and in. Turnover to a breakout. He's got 21, does Chad Sullivan. Into front court. Albertson, and he's being pushed from behind as Dean had to save a pass that was going out of bounds. He saves it back in, and Sullivan in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Be the first on Ian Sullivan, just team foul number 1. Rams don't even commit a foul in that third quarter of play as Hughes and Sullivan will come out. Dane Padgett, Traylon Mitten check back in.
All right, Albertson. He will bring it inbounds for Salem to the left of their bucket, lobs it. His pass deflected, and Apple looked like he was grabbed as he got a deflection. Now Salem's got it back underneath. Romero Embry puts it up. It spins out, but he is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Rams will be charged. Fletcher Cole, just his second. That'll be team foul number 2 in this quarter, but this will be a shooting foul for Romero Embry, who leads Salem in scoring with 11, but all of those coming in the first half of play.
Came in averaging 8, shooting 59% on his free throws. The first one is no good. It spun out on him. Substitution. Going to see Shockey re-enter for Salem, and Mull will go out. Ian Sullivan goes out for Paoli. I think Dane Padgett was the one checking back in. He and Cooper Spires back in now. Romero Embry's second free throw is up and good, so he got 1 of 2. He's got 12. Make it now a 62-34. Paoli leads. 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Cole across the timeline gets it to Spires. Now to Padgett. Padgett on the far sideline to Apple. Right side they go to Spires. Down low to Padgett. Padgett fakes left, drives right, and puts it up and in. Nice little up and under kind of move. He's got 8. And now Paoli's lead is at 30. 64-34. 5:35 to go in the ball game. Out front, Romero Embry with it. Gets it over to Shockey. Shockey on the far sideline has used up his dribble. Gets it to Dean. They go to Romero Embry underneath, and he lost his footing as Cole took a swipe at it, and they're going to call Fletcher for the reach-in foul.
And on Fletcher, that'll be his third. That'll be team foul number 3. Common foul, I believe, on the floor as Cooper Spires in, Jackson Reynolds as well. Well, Cooper's already in, Jackson in, and Dakota will come out for the Rams.
Yeah, players were lining up like it was going to be a free throw. The official said no, it was on the floor. All right, Shockey, he lobs it in to the three-point line to Dean. Dean works off the screen. They look for the give and go. Romero Embry, he just kind of caught it in one motion, put it up. Looks like it came down on somebody's foot and twisted an ankle.
Got 14 on the night.
64-36 the score. Paoli up and with the basketball. Cole, he's going to look to drive. Got in the lane, dumps it off for Padgett. His shot is up and good. Padgett in double figures with 10 as well. 66-36. Cole is taking advantage of the defense that's so concentrated on him. He's finding open teammates tonight. Underneath, Albertson now in the corner. He's got another 3 up and in. Albertson knocked down 3 of those. He's got 9, 66-39. 4:35 to go in the ball game. Paoli a big lead with possession of the ball. Cole drives around his man. He's going to the bucket this time and flips it up and in. Didn't get in front of him. He's got 11. Long pass into front court for Salem. Dean's got it in the far corner. Back out to Lloyd. Romero Embry open for another 3. That is good again. That young man is dangerous from the three-point line.
17 on the night.
68-42 the score. Paoli's lead now at 26. Cole again. Shockey has him defensively. Cole behind the back dribble. Got around him. Got into the lane. Spins. Can't get his shot now. He does, and they're going to call him for a travel. Outside official had it. That's just going to be the 5th turnover of the night for Paoli.
Rams make substitutions. Justin Thornton had a huge game in the JV win for Paoli, 63-36. Checks in. He had a double-double. In fact, he had a double-double through 3 quarters. That's how well he played in that ball game.
I think he finished with 26, if I remember right. It was a bunch. All right. Paoli looking a little confused as to who's guarding who. Does Salem have enough players out there? No, they don't. Dean came off, so they're going to have to play with 4. Now he just re-enters on his own Paoli was looking for the fifth man to guard. All right.
5 on 4 there. That's the odds you like to have.
Yeah, he was over here talking to the coach, and play was underway.
Foul on Cooper. That'll be his first, team foul number 4. Hayden Bostock ready to re-enter for the Rams. Evan Dean comes back in for the Lions, and Dane Padgett goes to the bench. Dane, a nice night. In fact, Dane was 5 out of 5 from the field for 10 points in this ball game.
68-42 the score. Paoli's on top. Salem's got the basketball, trying to inbound to the right of their bucket. They'll have to lob out to Albertson at the midcourt stripe, and he very nearly went across the line after losing his balance. Right side, Campbell has it. He checked in at the break, out to Shockey. Shockey, couple of bounces, goes left side to Albertson. Albertson, they swing it around, now to Shockey, and underneath. They get it to Bruff. He's being ridden out of the post by Jackson Reynolds.
And on Jackson, it'll be his first. That'll be the 15th foul here in this quarter already after the Rams did not commit a foul in the third quarter. And that will put Jackson Bruff to the line looking for his first points of this ball game.
Percentage-wise, best free throw shooter on Salem's team at 77.8%. Free throw on the way is no good. Left it short and to the right. Substitution as Cooper Spires will check out. We were wondering how that knee would hold up. Looks like it held up okay tonight in limited minutes. Cade Walls checks in to take his spot. Second free throw by Bruff is no good. Rebound controlled by Hughes of Paoli. Walls, he's got it into front court. Salem is set in their man-to-man. Walls angles left, lost it for a second, now gets it back. Pass it over to Hughes. Hughes out to Bostock. He's going to try a three. Oh, it spun out on him. Rebound, Bruff underneath for Salem. Quickly into front court to Albertson. Albertson leaves it for Campbell. Behind the back dribble. Pass out to Shockey. Shockey dribbled it off his foot. It's going out of bounds. And that will give it to Paoli on the 12th turnover of the night for Salem.
Senior Lyden Poe will come in, and Kirkland Hughes will exit this ball game. Nice game for Kirkland. 14 points. All of those coming in the second and third quarters. And talked to Lyden tonight before the game. He said that he's looking to score. So let's see how offensive-minded he is.
I told him he needed to put his head down and drive to the basket this time. All right, Walls into front court. Did he dribble it off his own leg? Yes, he did. It goes out of bounds. Good defense by Shockey to kind of deflect it off of it.
Well, this is point of the game, though, that Coach Cole wants to see these guys just stay in there, do positive things, and keep this game right where it is with this big margin that Paoli enjoys.
2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. Paoli's up 68-42. They get it down underneath, and Jackson Reynolds is going to be called for bodying up on another player. This time it's on Romero Embry.
And Jackson will have personal foul number 2. Romero Embry, who's had a nice night. He's got 5 points in this quarter alone, or makes that rather 6 in this quarter for 17 for the ball game.
All right, he'll be up at the free throw line. Came in at 59.3% on the year, just under 60. Free throw, up and good. Front rim off the glass and through. Make it 68-43. 2:26 left in the ball game. Paoli's up by 25 right now. Romero Embry, he's ready at the line. One bounce, eyes the bucket. Free throw up and good. Knocked them both down. Make it 68-44, and Paoli will bring it forward from there.
19 for that starting forward tonight, so a nice night for Caden Romero Embry.
Left side, Reynolds is open. He'll try a three. No good. Rebound underneath. Poe's got it. He and Shockey tie up with it. Jump ball is called. This one will favor Paoli. I guess technically we give Lyden a rebound on that.
That we do. See what kind of in-bounds play the Rams want to run here and see who can get free. Just going to box it up, probably screen either back or diagonal.
Yep. Walls has it to the right of the bucket. They set their screens, get it into Thornton, right back to Walls in the corner. Walls out to Bostock at the top of the key. Bostock looks down low for Thornton, couldn't get it to him. Instead comes out to Poe. Poe hands it off to Walls, and Paoli sets the offense again. Minute 58 to go in the ball game. Paoli up by 24 as Bostock, dribbling away some time, gets it over to Walls. Walls reverses, spins, couldn't get around his man, now gets it down low to Thornton. Shot in traffic is up and good. Count it. And a chance for a three-point play.
Just like he did it in the junior varsity. Posted up down low, used that size and strength to his advantage, and he'll go to the free throw line here as that foul will be on number 21, Ethan Campbell, his first team foul, number 2.
Let's see, Justin on the year. Yeah, I'll give you a percentage after he shoots this one. Free throw up and good, and he's still at 100% on the year. Didn't want to jinx him. 71-44 the score. Paoli's up. Salem has possession of the basketball. Romero Embry, he's got it at the top of the key. Goes over to Shockey. Shockey took a pretty good push from Walls. Drives in, got the shot up, no call. Rebound taken down by Thornton, and as he comes running out of there with it, he is bumped and fouled. The ball loose. It'll stay with Paoli.
That'll be on Romero Embry, and that'll end his night as he'll foul out in this ball game as he will go to the bench with 1:27 here in the contest. But a nice night for Caden Romero Embry as he had, let's see here, 5-7. He's got 18, 19 points in this ball game.
Impressive three-point shooter as well. Made, 4 at least, I think. All right.
Yes, he did.
Paoli to the offensive end, and they're going to call Cade Walls for turning the ball over, palming it from top to bottom. All right.
We see that so often that Bert and I, back in our days, they palm it all the time, but it's away with everything. And when they do call it, you're kind of surprised.
Yeah, anymore. Pretty much anything goes on a dribble. All right, Mull into front court with it, over to Albertson. Dangerous three-point shooter in his own right, and they're going to call him for the same thing now. All right, what's fair for one, fair for the other. Turnover number 13 against Salem. All right, Thornton. He will step out of bounds to do the honors. Near steal as Albertson was trying to pick the pocket of Bostock. Couldn't do that. Minute to go in the ball game. Poe, right side three. Oh. No good. Reynolds, he's got the rebound. Lefty up off the glass. No good. Rebound. Walls contesting it. He comes down with another one, and I believe that he was fouled when he came down. Or did they call a travel or something against him? Not sure.
Either way, it's going to be a timeout taken by Salem with just 52 seconds to go. Rams that close to picking up win number 15, lead at 71-44. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Hear that? Adventure is calling your name. Are you ready to answer? At Springs Valley Bank and Trust, we're here to guide you on your financial journey. From checking and savings accounts tailored to your needs to personalized investment strategies, Springs Valley has the fuel for your future. Need a loan? We've got competitive rates and flexible options to make those big life moments a reality. Stop by a Springs Valley Banking Center and let's start planning today for tomorrow's adventures. Adventure awaits. Let Springs Valley guide the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just 52 seconds remaining on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Running out the clock here, Salem will have it on this possession.
71-44 the score. Paoli way out in front. Salem to the offensive end. Mull angles over to the right side. He gets it there to Campbell. Campbell down low to Larimore. He checked in at that last break. Nice to have a 6'5 freshman if you're Salem. That's what he is. Nice-looking young player. To the right side, Irwin gets his first touch of the night. Out to Mull. Down to 25 seconds to go. They get it to Albertson. Now to Campbell. Driving in, leaning in. Shot no good. Rebound. Reynolds has it for Paoli. He waits. Traffic clears. Pass it ahead to Bostock, and he will bring it across the timeline with just 10 seconds left in the ball game. Bostock to Thornton. Down low. They get it to Poe. Poe posted up. Shot up, no good. Rebound taken down by Reynolds, and that should just about do it. And there's the final horn as Paoli. They come away with a 71-44 win over the Salem Lions. We'll take a break. When we come back, the OC Eats post-game show begins as we discuss a 71-44 final on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Okay.
Sleep better knowing your home is
All right.
protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Well, the Paoli Rams out on the road on a snowy February night. They win it 71-44 here at Salem, coming away with a big win on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. The OC Eats postgame show begins now. OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We will see you soon. Looking back at this ball game, no ties, no lead changes. Paoli got out to an early 5-0 lead. Chad Sullivan, a big part of that first and second quarter offensively. As Salem, they came out, they were in a box and one, very intent on making sure that Cole did not beat them, but in the process wound up having to go man-to-man with Sullivan down low, and he was too much for them to handle. He had several points in that first quarter of play and helped Paoli to a 12-8 advantage after one. The same continued into the second quarter as Paoli came out to begin that quarter with a 7-0 run. Sullivan had a bucket, 2 free throws. Then Fletcher Cole had 3 free throws, and that made it a 19-8 lead for Paoli, their first double-digit lead of the night. Paoli would continue to stretch that lead out, got it out to as much as 12 in the first half at 30-18. That was with 1:49 to go in the first half of play. Salem would get just a little bit closer and wound up trailing it just by 9 at 32-23 at the half as Fletcher Cole knocked down a shot with just a second left in the half. That gave Paoli that 9-point advantage. Early part of the third quarter, Paoli started hot. They came out, got some things done both offensively and defensively. They got a bucket from Apple, another by Padgett, and another by Minton. It was a quick, 6-0 run that bumped that lead up to 15 at 38-23. Coach Jalen Nice of Salem, he tried taking timeouts during those stretches. Wasn't much help in the third quarters. Paoli, they just pounded Salem on the offensive end especially. Paoli came out, outscored them 24-10 in that third quarter of play. As one player in particular, Kirkland Hughes, was a big part of it. He came down, banked in a 3, came down another trip, made another 3, got the ball again, drove down the lane, got a shot to go in off the glass. So it was a quick 8-0 run from Kirkland that gave Paoli a 54-30 lead. Paoli would continue to stretch that lead out through the final quarter of play. Matter of fact, they were up by 30 on a couple of occasions. 64-34 was the last time. Salem got a little bit closer toward the end, but still not enough, as Paoli wins it 71-44. Lopsided margin on the boards tonight. Paoli out-rebounds Salem 34-17. On the turnover front, Salem turned it over 13 times as compared to 7 for Paoli. Now we'll take a break. When the OC Eats postgame show continues, we'll be taking a look at some of the individual and team totals from tonight's ball game. You're listening to Rams Basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Hey, you! Yes, you! Hear that? Adventure is calling your name. Are you ready to answer? At Springs Valley Bank and Trust, we're here to guide you on your financial journey. From checking and savings accounts tailored to your needs to personalized investment strategies, Springs Valley has the fuel for your future. Need a loan? We've got competitive rates and flexible options to make those big life moments a reality. Stop by a Springs Valley Banking Center and let's start planning today for tomorrow's adventures. Adventure awaits. Let Springs Valley guide the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the OC Eats postgame show continues as we begin to take a look at what turned out to be a 71-44 win for Paoli. Impressive performance tonight. Salem came out. They were very much intent on not allowing Fletcher Cole to be the one to beat them, but that opened some other things up, and Paoli got, if nothing else, good experience against the box and one.
Well, they're able to take advantage of 4 players in double figure in this Rams win here tonight on the road, who shoot the ball very well at the Everett Dean Court in Brooks Memorial Gymnasium. Rams started it off in that first quarter and stayed hot pretty well throughout the entire game. First quarter, the Rams were 3 out of 5 from two-point range for 60%. 4 out of 8 in the second quarter for 50%, 8 out of 11, 73% in the third quarter, and 6 out of 9 in the fourth quarter for 66%. For the game, two-point shooting an excellent 21 out of 33 for 64%. Rams behind the arc, 1 out of 2 in the first quarter, 2 out of 5 in the second, 2 out of 5 in the third, dipped down to 0 for 3 in the fourth, and for the game, 5 out of 15 for 33%. Rams also a nice job at the free throw line tonight. 3 out of 6 in the first quarter, 6 out of 7 in the second quarter, 2 out of 3 in the third, and 3 out of 3 in the fourth. 14 out of 19 for the game, or 74%. For the host Salem Lions, well, their three-point shooting was pretty good, but their two-point shooting left a lot to be desired. The Lions tonight, 2 out of 11 in the first quarter, 2 out of 5 in the second, 2 out of 5 in the third, and 1 out of 4 in the fourth. For the game, 7 out of 25 for 28%. Three-point shooting, 1 out of 3 in the first quarter, 3 out of 5 in the second, 2 out of 5 in the third, and 2 out of 2 in the fourth, 8 out of 15, a very good 53%. Salem on the night got to the free throw line 10 times and hit 6 of them for 60%. Rams are winners, though, tonight, 71-44. We'll continue with the OC Eats postgame show and talk with head coach Dusty Cole. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good. Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
Rams winners tonight on the road, 71-44 your final. Paoli improves to 15-2 on the year. Salem falls to 5-12. And Coach Dusty Colt joins us now after this Rams win on the road. Coach, you expected a boxing one, and you got a boxing one tonight.
Yeah, that's kind of what we talked about a little bit in practice. We'd seen them play it just a couple times, and just because of that, I figured that's what we would see early on. We're probably going to see that a couple times here in the next couple weeks, but I think that's a good tape for people to get because obviously, we got a lot of other guys that can make plays for us. Fletcher did a tremendous job of moving the basketball and playing out of double teams a little bit. We had him for 11 assists, which is probably a career high for him. So he passed the ball well, and he still comes up with 6 rebounds too. So he did a nice job of still moving and playing against that. He also still scores 11. Which seems kind of tough because he's getting the double teams all night. But all the other guys really stepped up. You can just go all the way down the board here. Just keep mentioning these guys and the plays they made. But we had a couple different guys that hit a couple shots from the outside. Kirkland shot the ball well out there. We had Dakota hit a 3 out there early. And then Chad and Dane really went to work inside. They didn't have an answer for them inside, so nice job, our guys.
Yeah, Chad able to establish himself very early, but maybe the play of the game was when he ran from the free throw line back to block that shot.
We're getting better at just a challenge and everything. That's big for our team, and when we have the depth we have, we can do that a little bit. And that's just kind of the advantage you have, but it also shows the hustle, just the hustle plays that you have to make in these games sometimes, and that just erased 2 points for them, and also started the break for us, and just kind of got everybody excited too. The bench kind of goes crazy. That's one of those plays. It's almost like a slam dunk for us. We don't have many guys going to go out there and dunk it, but we still have some guys that make plays like that with their hustle plays, and people appreciate that kind of basketball.
And Coach had to work around foul trouble again tonight.
Yeah, well, kind of seems like we've had to do that in the first half a lot, but we've done a pretty good job of getting to the half and not having anybody with three. We actually had to play a couple guys with two here tonight. Dakota picked up a couple early too. We've had some bigs pick up some fouls, but Dakota did too. So it was kind of nice to have Cooper back, just to have him back in the rotation a little bit. He did a pretty good job. It'd take him a little bit to get just back to where he was, but I thought he did a nice job in the minutes he got. And just adds to our depth a little bit. But we've done a nice job of those guys, not having three once we get to halftime, and then we come out in the second half, and it seems like we can establish ourselves a little bit more.
And a big third quarter again, Coach, coming out of the locker room to take control of this ball game.
These guys are getting really good about making small adjustments. They really are. There's a couple things we wanted to take away. For one, they were getting the ball to the middle versus our zone a little bit, and then hitting the backside three. We either had to make a choice. They were going to really slow the game down if we took away the middle and just throw it across the top a little bit and have some long possessions, or we were going to cheat out a little bit and they're going to hit that middle and then kick it out the backside. So we talked about doing a couple things. We wanted to start trapping in the corners as opposed to up top. And I think that gave them some problems with those guys down on the baseline a little bit, struggling to get out of there. And then we just kind of went to our 1-3-1 a little bit, and that always does a nice job of keeping the ball out of the middle because the guy's standing there in the 1-3-1. Chad's in the middle, and so that kept the ball out of there, and it kept it from going to the middle and then the backside skip. And we were able to get some turnovers off that. They did a nice job taking care of the ball the first half, I thought. But we got a couple turnovers there in the third quarter finally, and was able to score off our defense, and we just kind of thrive off that a little bit.
Talk about adjustments, Coach. I thought you made a couple right there at halftime as well. You came out and ran two set plays against that box and one to get two easy baskets.
Yeah, absolutely. And those are things that we've kind of worked on. But we still want to draw up. We haven't seen it for a long time. We practice it here and there. But we've got a couple pretty good things for that. We got a couple things for Fletcher, to still get the ball, and especially in the middle there where he's going to draw two people, even though they're in a box of one, when he catches the ball there in the middle, if the small guy's on him, he's just going to rise up over that guy. So they still have to send the double. So we got a couple little sets to just kind of work to get him the ball. Then we got some other sets to get the other guys involved, and all of our guys did a nice job running those. But just looking down through the score sheet here, you see Dave went 5 of 5. He didn't miss a shot. You see Chad with 21 points and 10 rebounds. Did a great job inside. Jackson comes in. We had him for 6 rebounds off the bench. He did a really good job for us. Kirkland comes in, gives us good minutes. Justin's getting better and better when he comes in. I thought Hayden gave us some good minutes on defense.
Yes, he did.
We had some foul trouble, and he does a nice job on the defensive side, and he likes to play defense. Obviously he has to guard these guys every day in practice, so he gets pretty good at that. And he's really aggressive on that end of the ball, and he gave us some good minutes, just a couple minutes at a time, but those are big minutes for us to get through that foul trouble a little bit. So just a team effort, but, to see a box of one and have our leading scorer, just get double-teamed the whole night, but still put up 70 points, that kind of says a lot about our team, I think.
Well, Coach, a great way to start off a week that has 3 games, and we'll take you to Orleans on Friday night.
Yep, and just a couple practices here. Still got to work on some things, but we can look ahead to Orleans now. We don't ever look ahead with these guys. We got big games on the schedule that obviously when we get there, the kids feel like they're a little more important, but we don't look at things that way. We always just talk about the next game, and that's what our kids do. That's what our coaching staff does. We don't want to overlook anyone. This is a sectional opponent too, so that was important to come out and just kind of send a message of this is how we want to do things. But just don't ever want to have that flat game. You know, the next game is the most important. The next play is the most important. You got to move on all the time, and you know, we'll enjoy this one here tonight. But now we do have a big one, you know, on the schedule coming up that you know, probably will mean a lot. We still have a lot of conference games to play anyway, but again, this is the next conference game, and it's a good opponent. It's going to be a great atmosphere. You know, it's going to be a packed house. A really fun game to play in, and, you know, I think everybody's going to enjoy that.
That they will. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you Friday night.
Sounds great.
You bet. Head coach Dusty Cole of the Paoli Rams. They win it 71-44. We'll continue with the OC Eats postgame show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
As we continue with the OC Eats postgame show, let's take a look at individual scoring for the Rams, led by Chad Sullivan, 21. Rams have 4 players in double figures, 14 for Kirkland Hughes on 4 3-pointers and a basket, then 11 for Fletcher Cole. Dane Padgett with 10. He went 5 for 5 from the field. 7 on the night for Dakota Apple, 3 for Traylon Mitten, 3 for Justin Thornton, and 2 for Ian Sullivan. Jackson Reynolds, along with Cooper Spires, Cade Walls, Hayden Bostock, and Leiden Post saw action but did not score. For Salem, 1 player in double figures. A big night for Caden Romero-Hembry. He had 19 points before he fouled out with 1:27 to go in this ball game. 9 off the bench for Carson Albertson as he hit 3 3-pointers. Then 5 on the night for Adam Mull, 4 for Braxton Dean, 3 for Evan Lloyd, then 2 apiece for Peyton Shockey and Ethan Campbell. Jackson Bruff saw action but did not score. Rams led it 12-8 at the end of 1. It was 32-23 at the half, 56-33 at the end of 3, and the Rams put away the Lions tonight 71-44. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
Invest where it matters most, in the people and the potential of Orange County. Over the last decade, through the power of giving, the Orange County Community Foundation has helped thousands achieve their dreams, distributing numerous dollars in scholarships and grants from endowed funds. And we're just getting started. Scholarship applications will open soon. giving Orange County students the chance to unlock new opportunities, realize their full potential, and leave their mark on the world. Plus, be on the lookout for details on our unrestricted grants program, empowering local nonprofits to continue their philanthropic work and address the most pressing needs in our community. In 2024 alone, this grant cycle poured over $85,000 into our community, supporting many programs. Looking to make a lasting difference? Start a fund with us today and create a legacy that grows year after year. Call us at 812-723-4150 because your generosity shapes tomorrow. Together, we're building a better community. One scholarship, one grant, one legacy at a time.
Rams have won 8 in a row now over the Salem Lions and 9 out of the last 11. Rams now have another 3-game winning streak to their credit as they improve to 15-2 on the season. The Lions, they have lost now 5 in a row and fall to 5-12. For Salem, up next Friday night, they'll be on the road taking on the Clarksville Generals. While for the Rams, they have that big showdown at the Doghouse Friday night in conference play, taking on their county and conference rival in the Orleans Bulldogs. Paoli never trailed into this ball game. They win at 71-44. JV also picked up a big win, bouncing back from their loss to Northeast DuBois on Saturday as they were able to take care of the young Lions 63-36. We'll be back to wrap up the OC Eats postgame show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com or call 812-653-7431 and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
Rams in the midst of a 3-game road swing. It all started off last Saturday at Northeast DuBois with the win, backed it up with another big road win tonight over Salem, 71-44, and look to finish it off with a huge win, if possible, Friday night at the Doghouse.
That will be the toughest of the 3, without a doubt, and looking forward to that one. Orleans, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. They shoot the ball well. They've got size. They've got quickness. They've got everything that Paoli does, and Paoli has just about everything that they do. So it should be really interesting Friday night up at the Doghouse. Of course, half the county's going to be there. I heard somebody earlier tonight saying, well, we're already being told you better show up early or you won't get in. So we'll hope to see everybody there early and often. And if you see us, just come up and say, hey.
Be a big game because it'll be senior night for the Dogs and also coaches versus cancer, so a lot going on at the Doghouse besides an important conference matchup between these two county rivals in Paoli and Orleans. On the road here tonight at Brooks Gymnasium on the Everett Dean Court, the Rams win at 71-44 Salem. They are led tonight by Caden Romero-Hembry with 19. Rams put 4 players in double figures. Chad Sullivan, 21 points, a game high. Then 14 for Kirkland Hughes, 11 for Fletcher Cole, and 10 for Dane Padgett in the Rams win tonight. As always, I want to thank our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school basketball, not only tonight, but throughout the entire season. A big thank you as well to our engineer and producer. Great job, as always, by Melissa Wall. And most of all, thanks to you for listening. For Bert Pedigo, I'm Dave Dedrick. Again, our next coverage will be Friday night from the Doghouse, Paoli at Orleans on Friday night. The final here tonight as we wrap up the OC Eats post-game show. OC Eats delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Paoli over Salem, 71-44. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Calcar Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
There's been